NANI?!
Welcome to my 2,100,000 subscriber special. Chills draw my life. I was born. I started hearing voices at the age of 3. The voices told me weird stuff like kill them all and don't eat your lettuce. I didn't understand it at the time, but they're trying to warn me about my future. When I was a little boy, I found a stick on the road. The stick looked really nice and sharp, so I carved it into a shank, then brought it out the back garden. I put it at the end of my slide, so the next time any of the kids from the road broke into my garden to go down my slide, they would get actually raped by the stick. Anyway, at the age of 8, I started primary school. The teachers decided to hold me back a couple of years, probably because I did shit on my mental maths exam. It had like 3 questions, and I only got the first one right. The question was, how many letters are in the alphabet? I said more than 1, and they gave me a tick for that. Anyway, that's when the voices started to get more aggressive. They told me funny stuff, like, why did the chicken kill my dog? I didn't understand at the time, but my dog was actually dead and was possessed by a chicken god. The chicken god was called George. Anyway, that's not part of my life, that's part of my dog's life. The voices told me to make a YouTube channel.
Please, no!
I called it My Little Pony _chilling. But then later, I changed it just to Chills, because that name sounded way more easy to say. Then the voices told me a funny idea to go up to a Garda and stab his cat right in front of him. I did so, but then I got arrested. They realized I wasn't okay in the head and sent me to a mental asylum. I was tortured by broccoli. They had it on a stick and they twirled it around like it was some sort of magical mop. It really tickled at first, and then it started to hurt. Anyway, I knocked out one of the nurses, got 2 watermelons, and put them on my chest to make them look like fake tits. I then just strolled right out of the mental hospital. I was a free man. I went to the nearest 2-year-old's birthday party and took a shit in his chocolate fountain. The parents didn't realize it until it was too late, and I stuttered right into it. The kid didn't even see it. He put his face right into it. 2 pieces of sweet corn got shoved up his left nostril. I then decided to upload more YouTube videos because the voices told me so. I then moved to Hawaii, just for a week though, because I heard that there were scary alligators there. I decided to go swimming in one of the local pools. I didn't realize until it was too late, there was a tapeworm in there. The tapeworm ate my toes. I then moved back to Canada, where I really belong. The voices started talking weird. They were telling me about a toaster that was called Pat. I went to Aldi, I found the toaster, and put it in my trolley when all of a sudden the cash register man walked up and said, "Hey, get away from that." I was very confused. Then I decided to whip down my pants and take a shit right inside of it, and then I sprung up the shit using the lever. It landed right in his belly button. He started crying. I then was swatted by a bunch of old men. They were carrying what looked to be a bow and arrow. They also had a shirt that said Banana Brother on it. The old men, I found out, were actually called Mike, Randy, and Tom. They whipped down their pants and showed me that they were all transgender. I said, "Whoa, that's cool." And then I showed them my YouTube channel. They were really jealous. Then the voices told me to stab Randy in the chin. I did so with a nearby rock. Remember, if you're enjoying my narration or want to see what I look like in real life, go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT. It's really cool. I have pictures of myself on it. Anyway, back to the draw of my life. I was 27 years old when all of a sudden the voices started talking even louder than usual. They told me to go join the X Factor. I did so. When I was in there, I was singing like a pure god. Just singing Never Gonna Give You Up. My singing voice, I heard, was really sexy. Simon Cowell then jumped up on the desk and took out a rose from his ass. The rose had big nameplates on it. They had all the pictures of his wife. I then grabbed the rose out of his hand and put it in the nearby blender. The blender overheated and blew up. The shards off the keychains that were attached to the rose went flying at Simon Cowell's nose. He got amputated. Then all of a sudden, a SWAT team kicked down the door. They were wearing nothing but vests. They took a big metal log out and hit me really hard in the head. I woke up in one of those machines you saw Syndrome from The Incredibles have everyone tied up in. They then whipped down my pants and put a ruler next to my belly button. I looked at one of the men. His name was Thomas. He had a big train on his head. That's why I called him Thomas.